अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुह। नहमदुहु व नसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम, अम्मा बाद। Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to this channel. Today I would like to share some information about hijama, the cupping therapy. Every form of therapy is designed to meet a specific goal, that is to provide relief to persons suffering from various ailments, pains and disorders. The same thing is applicable to hijama, the cupping therapy. It is evident that the practice was common in ancient Egyptian, Chinese and Middle Eastern cultures. There is a reference in the oldest medical textbook, Eber's Papyrus, describes the practice of cupping by ancient Egyptians. Cupping therapy is considered as a divine monastic norm explained by the prophets. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, recommended the practice and had cupping for himself on several occasions and paid the wages to the person who cupped him. Hence, the practice of hijama is regarded as quite of the sunnah of Prophet ﷺ, recorded in the books of hadith, including Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih al-Muslim, Sunan Abi Dawud, Jami at-Tirmidhi, and Sunan an-Nasai, and so on. The procedure of cupping. This therapy involves a process in which specific cups are applied to selected skin points to create a partial vacuum, either by heat or by suction. Toxic blood is extracted out into the cups from the slashes or cuts given by the therapist at the affected body points. This has been proven the best detoxification process applied for health promotion, prevention and therapeutic purposes. The back and neck are the common sites of application, followed by chest, abdomen, head and legs. Hijama therapy has reported benefits for treatment of back pain, neck and shoulder pain, headache and migraine, knee pain, hypertension, diabetes, arthritis and asthma, etc. In summary, it can be concluded that the criticism and rhetoric that to what extent it is scientific matters less when there is growing evidence of its potential benefits in the treatment of pain-related conditions. Thank you for watching and listening. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.